is the 6 emotions. Anyway, let's go on. Yeah. Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferes, Netzachot, and Yesod. Now the truth is, what it says, Hashem is a medrash that says God is not a hypocrite. He doesn't tell us to do things and not do them himself. That's why a lot of people are angry at God. Sometimes they say, why are they so angry? Like, what do you expect God to do? He doesn't interfere. He doesn't really bother us. He Hashemayim Shemayim LaHashem Va'aretz Nasan L'Bnei Adam. Like he left us here. Yet we just remember the 6 million on Tisha B'Av, and people actually take it seriously. Like, where was God? I mean, I wasn't there, at least not that I can remember. So it's hard for me to put it on God, like, where were you? But there are a lot of people who are there, and they do. They question, and they are angry. So I don't know what the answer is, but the Medrash says something very interesting. The Medrash says that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not like, God is not like a king who tells his people to do something that he has no intention of doing himself or herself. God gives a commandment, he does it himself. Where do we find that? It says, just like he asks us to put on tefillin, he also puts in tefillin. So it says in the Medrash something very beautiful. We know in our tefillin it says 4 parshios in the Torah, right? We had 2 in this week's parsha. Or did we have 2? I don't know. At least 1. So I didn't get to the end of the parsha yet. So what does it say in our tefillin? It says Shema. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. It says here, O Israel, the Lord is one, the Lord is God. God is our Lord. Nice music there.
We just spoke about this.
If we had a little more music, I think there'd be, people would be more into it. It would be more like, hey. And so the Medrash says, what does it say in Hashem's tefillin? It says, Mi ka'amcha Yisrael g'ayechad ba'aretz. It talks about us, meaning that he has a unique relationship with us. So,
who says that?
It's the Medrash. Now let's get back to the Zohar. So the Zohar says, you want to know what the 4 compartments of the tefillin, Shel Rosh, because now we're talking about the Shel Rosh, which corresponds here to the divine level of Zeir Anpin, is the Mochin, because everything needs to be inspired by that which inspires it. So what inspires Zeir Anpin? These 4 levels of Mochin: Chachma, Bina, Chesed, and Gvura. Now Chesed and Gvura is not Mochin anymore. It's not emotion. It's not intellect. It's emotions. But Das is when you could divide up Das. Das is the internalization of an idea till it becomes an emotional idea. It's no longer just an abstract, philosophy concept, but it makes you feel. So these are God's 4 compartments of this tefillin. That's why you should put on tefillin every day. Every day, except for when you don't. There's the holidays, Shabbos. Because it's the mystery of these letters that are, marked. So basically, what about it? What letters? You have the actual letters of the tefillin, and there's this mysterious concept that you're somehow tapping into this. The Zohar believes in divine magic, so to speak. When you do a mitzvah, it's not like you're just doing something that's symbolic. It means something, and we have no idea what it means, and maybe we do. If you're a philosopher, you understand that it somehow confirms that there's one God. This is much more than that. This actually activates a mysterious appearance of these letters, not in like a hologram, Hollywood style. No, not really. It's this concept is that it's your imagination. You have to. The Torah is not given to people without it. If you're a scientist and you have no imagination, nebuch, to be an atheist. Half the chance. Scientists. It's not because they know more about the science that there's more scientists that are atheists, or half of scientists believe in God, but half question. So the question is, why do they don't? It could be because they know more than the rest of us. I'm granting that, but there's another reason. They want to know. They want to know the proof. The truth is you going to prove this? It's ridiculous stuff for scientists to prove. It's an idea. It's like you have to imagine this. If you don't have a good imagination, you'll hit yourself. I open up some books. I like to open up the books of the agnostics and the atheists and the skeptics. I'm like, wow, these guys have no imagination. Okay, fine. Like, you probably can't even love because you don't have enough feelings. It's not like a scientific thing. It's an idea. It's got, So anyway, use your imagination because you're going to need it. Now the question is it just imaginary? If it's your own imagination, that's a good question. I don't want to make you think too hard.
Thank you.
That's the question we're going to ask. Well, the answer is that these are pathways in it's interesting. The Alter Rebbe of Chabad said that Kabbalah teaches us how to understand God the way we would understand from a human. It talks about God's tefillin. We normally talk about our tefillin. Now the Zohar is talking about God's tefillin. It's still tefillin, the idea of tefillin. Maybe not the physical tefillin. But Chassidus teaches us how to make from the divine into man. I don't know if that...
What is that supposed to be?
What is that? There you go. In other words, once we talk about the divine, then we have to bring that back into us. I mean, imagine you had no imagination about yourself. I mean, what would you do? How would you get up in the morning? What would motivate you if you have no dream that you dream? So we need a dream. Right? So putting on tefillin is a way of dreaming, of having a vision, and tapping into that mark of the divine name above our head when we put on the tefillin shorosh.
Does it actually say that in the imagination?
No, that's my part.
Oh, okay, because it's great.
I'm adding the imagination. I mean, obviously, it says in last week's Torah reading, it says, Arim b'tzurot b'shamayim. It says that they have like these fortified cities up in the heaven, up in the sky. So the Gemara, Rashi quotes, it says, Dibra Torah Lashon Havai. The Torah says exaggerations. Torah exaggerates. So, I'm not saying everything the Torah says is an exaggeration. Of course not. The Gemara lists like 3 things, very, very few things. But the idea is that you need to open up your mind. Now, because once you open up your mind, lots of garbage can also fall in. That's why the rabbis, they're not just saying use your imagination. They're saying use it carefully. And that's what we're going to study, all of Torah, is what God told us about himself and what we argued about in our understanding of that message. And what our conclusion is, that's all it is. It's faith with a little reason. The Rambam says that he could reconcile the rational person together with the man of faith. Nobody since then has even tried. The Rambam failed miserably in his work to satisfy the rational mind. It was very dated. A few years later, people would say, what's he talking about? He's wrong. So, and he was wrong, actually, because he used science to try to prove God's existence. And it's a mistake. Because the science that you have one day is gone the next day. So if you, maybe the idea of the Rambam can be done in every generation, but if you don't do it in every generation, don't even start. If you don't know how to keep using science to at least, if not validate religion, but at least show that there's the potential to have some reconciliation, don't even start. Because science changes. So, in a sense, the Zohar is the triumph of the imagination over the science in our understanding of Judaism, over the Rambam.
Say that again?
The triumph of the imagination over science in our relationship to Judaism. Where the Rambam felt scientifically, a philosophy, a scientific Torah philosophy could prove there is a God. Maybe couldn't prove all the details of our religion, but prove enough axioms that the rest we could kind of have on faith.
And Albert Einstein said that imagination is more important than science.
We have Albert Einstein on our side. If only we could use bumper stickers as philosophy and religion. I mean, I have a feeling we should have like a bumper sticker war with all the different religions. We should have one bumper sticker, and then the other religion gets to respond with their bumper sticker, and then we get to respond to their response, and then there could be, and that would resolve all the, we don't have to fight. That will be the fight. Bumper sticker war.
So yeah, it's
I mean, I know that with like the Jesus fish and the Darwin fish. You know, that's a bumper sticker war. We need like, or Rav Nachman or Yechi HaMelech, the Nanachs versus Yechi in Sfas. If you go to Sfas, there's like a, there it's not, there's a bumper sticker and there's graffiti on the wall between the Chabad Meshachis and the Nanachs of Breslov. Like who's gonna, you know, it's like a gang war, you know, who's got more territory here? This is our turf. Stay out. Anyway. So yes, Albert Einstein, if you could just take everything he said into that one bumper sticker, we'd have him on our side. Since I don't believe we can, we'll have to just wait. The verdict is not out about Albert Einstein's view.
Oh, I'm sure they sell them already. They don't, I have
Oh
a
yeah,
poster.
I've seen it as a poster. And the new Spider-Man movie, which is an awful movie.
What is this?
It's the same as the last one, but they do have that poster on the wall.
Oh,
What about the shirt that says Nietzsche, God is dead? That's
in another
below
movie.
it says God, Nietzsche is dead.
Ah, there you go. That's another bumper sticker war. So let's, next time we'll work on coming up with more bumper stickers to defend our position.
So Rambam uses science to prove God in Nevuchim.
Yes.
He uses Aristotle.
And also in Yad HaChazaka as well.